Row 18, plot 20.
Oh my. Woo! Hey everybody, welcome to Now It's Dark. I'm Jim. This is Monday till midnight. I got an echo thing going on here. Hang on. La, 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 la. Okay. That should be better. Let's see who we got in chat. Hobbs is here. James. No way he can make it till 10. I completely understand. Getting started with the hot coffee as I do. Pam should be here shortly, and she's going to do a review this week. I forget what it's going to be. Hey, Sean, welcome in. Welcome to the jungle. So we still here in New York, we are like 2 feet below average in snowfall. So that's crazy. And then like California is expecting snow at any moment. Tonight we're going to talk about upcoming horror films for 2023. I know that's a little cliche and a lot of live streams are doing that, but we'll get it over with. And then next week, I have a much different topic planned. Also thought I would share my room because it's changed since the last time I did a video on it. And I just recently built a brand new desk. So I'm very excited to have my new studio set up. I got some new lights. Not sure if I'm digging them yet. Bailey said they reminded her of Stranger Things because they are Christmas lights. But they were 60 cents. 60 cents is a deal you can't beat sometimes. I think they have to grow on me. I didn't set them up the way I had planned. I was going to go all the way over. And then I even have, when I do the room tour, studio tour, you'll see, like, there's a lot more space. I see a lag on one of the... Am I lagging? Oh. I can't, okay. Let's see. I'm trying to get myself pulled up here. Sean, Nanette is here. Nanette. Yeah, there we go. What the heck is... Okay. Holy mackerel. Having total tech issues here. So what's everybody been up to? Am I laggy at all? Sound quality is okay? Because it seems like I'm a little laggy. I've been playing playlists, 150,000 views. Holy crap. That's awesome. That's really cool. I don't even know. Yeah. I don't know if you use TubeBuddy, but that gives you the your update. No lag. Yeah, we're waiting for Pam. She should be here tonight. Thank you. Hellraisers. Yeah, those are good. I like the first couple of the original Hellraisers. I watched the movie May yesterday, and I've been watching Godzilla movies today on Pluto. They had Mothra versus Godzilla and then Son of Godzilla, and I'm pretty sure there's still more going. I'm way behind on videos that I'm supposed to be watching for reviews because of the yesterday I was off grid because I had to deconstruct my computers, both of them, and unbuild the desk and build my new desk. And that took me off, plus sleep a little bit. And then today I would have did some stuff, but Bailey and I went and got our hairs cut. And what else did we do? We shopped. We shopped, had lunch, had Wendy's, had the Baconator, cheese fries, regular fries, chocolate frosty, and a crispy chicken sandwich. So you guys ready for all these new movies coming out? There's like a ton of movies coming out in a very short amount of time, horror related. I was looking up the lists on IMDb and also Fangoria, maybe. January 24th, we'll get the Boglin. I bought a bog light today. I decided to highlight the Boglin with its own little dedicated push light. Got that today because I didn't like it in the background and it was kind of dark and you couldn't see it. So I think it looks cool with the light. So that's without the light. Yeah, I think it looks cool. Pam! They can't sleep. Uh-oh. Alrighty. Go to bed, kids. Death to Metal. Is that a musical horror? Music horror? Yeah, the light's cool, right? Everybody hit that like on the way in. I see 8 likes and 8 watchers. Yeah. Went to a couple of thrift stores today. I picked up a couple of VHS tapes. I'm going to show those in a couple of minutes. I have been getting lucky with VHS finds. The past 2 times I went thrift shopping. Oh, all right. That's all right. We can promote her. Am I saying that right? Is it Dylan or Dylan? Oh yeah, the Wild Eye. I'm not a part of the Wild Eye group. I am thinking of changing up things, possibly with my Dollar Tree theater, because pretty soon I'm going to run out of tarot. So Tarot Thursday will kind of fade away, and I'm thinking of moving my Dollar Tree from Tuesday to Thursday, and then I can do a Tubi Tuesday. But I really don't know if I want to. I really kind of want to do more current features, because all of us all do is the same old stuff that who cares about, really. um I don't know. I think the Megan uh movie review really kind of sealed the deal for me. I had already wanted to do more current movies in 2023, but the Megan video is over 2.7K, and I've gotten like 15 subscribers from it. Let's see. There isn't a group you can't be part of, Jim. If you have Wild Eye on Wednesdays, join us. No, I don't want you. That's what I'm saying. Like we all do. We're all doing strings of series. I don't know if I want to do all that, because it's all, well, Wild Eye probably has newer releases than Dollar Tree, so maybe Wild Eye would, or Tubi even. Tubi gets some newbies. I don't know. I gotta think about it. Because like I said, Tarot Thursday is gonna fade away. Unboxings are only gonna last for so long. I'm only riding out all these end of the year clearance deal purchases that I got. Yeah, let's see. Do you guys open your boglins? Like, do you ship that little zip tie that keeps it? Yeah, I saw Bones took his out, but I have not tried to take mine out. I probably, I don't know. I like it, like how it's sitting right now with the light underneath it. So I don't know why I would take it out of the package unless some sort of inspiration hits and I want to use it in some kind of a video or something. I probably will keep my Boglin, just the way it is, like that. Um, yep, 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 yep. Plus, I got the full moon thing I'm doing once a month. I'm watching a movie tonight. Um, that's a suggested movie from the hairdresser. And so I may create a series called Suggestions from the Salon and do that series. Every segment has new and old titles. I like your clown segments. I would love to do that one time. Yeah, Saturday Morning Circus. That's what I mean. Like I'm already doing dedicated like themes. If I add on a Wild Eye Wednesday and a Tubi Tuesday, then like there's very little room for me to do a unique video. Right now, the way I have it planned out, our Fridays are like my free day, unless I do like a top 13 list, and my top 13s will always be on Friday the 13th. It's just what I do. Saturday Morning Circus is always the clown movies. Tuesdays right now is Dollar Tree Theater. Wednesdays are unboxings. Thursday is Tarot Thursday. Sunday, I will probably get into the habit of doing either a live stream in the afternoon called Sinful Sundays, or I'll be doing gaming streams plus a video release. Mondays, normally I would have had a video this morning, but because of my situation with building, I'm behind a day in videos, and then Monday till midnight. And that's going to be a pretty regular ongoing thing. So yeah. So I'm 10 away from 2.1K subscribers. So that's cool. The shorts, man. Sometimes I get a short that just takes off and I get like a bunch of subs out of it. The Megan video, that definitely gave me, I think, like 15 subs and like 100 watch hours. We're in the end game, Hobbs. We are in the end game. I'm in that under 500 range. But you know what? I've been playing playlists, yours, my own, and just playing playlists to where Google now is, every time I try to click on anyone's video to watch it, it's giving me I have to click to prove that I'm not a robot because of all the suspicious activity that's been going on with my account. And so that's a little weird. After the live stream, I'm going to shut down and try to reset things. I have your playlist running on my work phone now, so you're good for that. The end game is upon us. I'm very excited. Next week, I will be starting a 10-day vacation. I got another day added on to my vacation last minute. So I'm very excited. So I think during that 10 days, I have a big list of things that I want to accomplish, but I'm definitely going to do some pop-ups. I'm going to definitely be doing some game streams because I think the DC Universe Online anniversary event is that same time. Yeah. Mine still has the zip tie on it, but it's not because of any thought out reason. Like, I'll cut it off right now just to prove it. It's just, yee! To reach underneath it, though, you have to cut open the bottom, and that I'm not. You have to punch out that bottom. That I haven't brought myself to be willing to do yet. It is cool, though. I'm so glad they have that clown one available. They just uploaded our vacation for my job, and I have no idea what to do with it. It's weird. I can't take too many days off in a row or I get really depressed. It makes it kind of sense. Yeah, routine. Having that routine and schedule. But that's why, like, I literally have been making a huge... Pardon me. I dropped it. I'll have a huge list of things to do. Actually, if Pam ever gets here, I'll probably ask her to go to lunch on vacation because we haven't physically seen each other in a little while. Bailey liked the Bogloons. Oh, look at that. As soon as I said Pam, she as soon as I said I might invite her to lunch, she pops in. I don't think she's indifferent to the Bogloons. She thinks it's cool that I have one and that it's a clown. And she does collect some things as well. All right, are we ready? Oh, let me hold on. Let's do this the proper way. Damn it.
Uh-oh. Boner alert.
All right, sorry, Hobbs. I'm missing the thing. So here comes Pam. Hi, Pam.
Hello, Jim. How are you?
Good. So what's happening? I like that shirt.
Thank you. I have this is a gift that I got from Taryn. It's for my case for my earpods.
Oh, cool.
This is my first Funko Pop.
That's neat. I have trouble wearing the ear pods. Uh-oh, we lost her already. Uh-oh. Yeah. She seemed to have a little
There we
sketchy
go.
connection. All right.
Here we go.
Hi. So, Pam, have you been able to listen to the stream so far?
Yes.
So you heard me say that I have vacation starting next week for 10 days.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
So I thought we should go to lunch.
That is awesome.
You want to go to
I don't
lunch
want.
one of those?
Oh yeah, I do.
All right. So we'll figure that off screen
Yeah.
in a couple of days because I'm still plotting out because there's some things that Bailey wants to do. We're
Okay.
also we're doing a convention, so we have a cosplay that we're doing, so we have to get that all set. And oh man, poor Pam's having trouble with the system, the phone or whatever, tablet.
There we
Yeah, I
go.
don't
Oh
know.
my gosh. Okay, here we go. And I opened in Safari this time so it wouldn't have that problem. So hopefully this will be good.
Hobbs wants to know if you're going to have a garbage plate when we go
Oh,
to
well,
lunch.
it sounds good. It sounds good. Well, actually, I haven't had any. When I do, I have like turkey hot dogs. So I usually go down to what is that other place down on Monroe Avenue? The hot dog or
Yeah,
Dogtown. And every once in a
Dogtown.
while they have them, yeah. But I used to eat them almost every day. It's like literally when I had my daughter, Jim, when I was pregnant with Taryn, I had a garbage plate almost every day.
Yeah, I'm craving
And
one.
yeah. She's the same way. Oh my God. Extra meat sauce. I wanted onions, extra onions, just everything.
I don't
But I
like the
haven't
onion.
had it. I haven't had an actual garbage plate in about 27 years.
Woo!
I haven't had
Dang,
pork or red meat in about 27 years. So yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. So
I
did
went
you?
vegan for a minute.
Yeah. So we haven't been able to chat. This is our first time in the new year. Kind
Mm-mm,
of.
mm-mm,
How did
mm-mm.
your? You don't have to go into details, but everything's good with your situation from last week.
Yes.
Family, everything's good.
Yes.
Good. Good. Good.
Yeah. Slowly
Alrighty.
but surely. Oh my gosh.
Taryn's behaving.
Yeah.
Oh, too
She helped me out.
bad.
She had to do something that she didn't want to do today.
Uh-oh.
And we had an incident. The baby turned off the dial um to the big deep freezer.
Oh,
And yeah. So we had kind of a Dahmerish thing going on here. it
that's
was kind of, it
that's
was
so
kind of
funny.
crazy. I woke up and I heard her like gagging, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And she opened, and then I heard like her feet running, And then she said, I said, "What's going on? What are you doing?" And she told me, and I said, "Oh my gosh!" I said, "Are you gonna make it?" And she's like, "I don't know, Mom. I don't know." And then I came down and I was like, "This must be, yeah, this must be what those poor those people that were living in that building were." Oh my God, I can't imagine. That was just a tiny bit.
That
But
is weird.
I had to make a joke. I couldn't help it. My sense of humor is just bad. When she did it, it just took me to the movie scene where he
I
killed
haven't seen any
uh,
of the Jeffrey Dahmer
on Netflix.
series. I keep intending on binging it, but I never seem to make time for it.
Yeah,
What
it's pretty
movie?
good.
What movie did you say that you were going to do a review for? I know we were chatting in text, and then all of a sudden I had to stop texting you because I was getting my hair cut, and then I never pulled I had the notifications turned down because I
Yeah.
when the hairdresser's doing the hair, I have a hard time hearing because of the clippers anyway. So I always turn
Mhm.
my phone
Mhm.
off,
Mhm.
and
Okay,
then I
no problem.
never remembered to turn it back on. And we went shopping,
Mhm.
and then we went to lunch, and then I went to sleep, and then I was like, oh my gosh,
Mhm.
yeah.
It was Hill Walkers. Hill Walkers.
Okay, that's who you're gonna
It,
get.
yeah,
Hill Walkers. All right.
yeah. It's pretty good.
Because I want to make sure I look that up. Because I like to cut out this portion when you do a review and make its own video out of it.
Yeah.
So,
I have to
um,
get something to hold my phone.
yeah, you know what? I just bought this cool clip. It's $12.98 at Walmart. Shoot, I can't pull it up. Anyway, it's a clip. It's a desk clip,
Yeah,
and
that is cool.
it's only $13, and it has a ring
Yeah.
light.
Yeah, this one did too. Yeah, and it broke. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So I use it for my when I do the scratch off shorts.
Yeah.
And it's completely bendable.
Oh
And
yeah.
this is one of my newest things, and I'm really shocked how cheap it was.
Right.
And
Pretty cool.
it is really cool. So I'm
Mhm.
going to do a room tour in a little while. We're going to talk about upcoming 2023 movies. We'll get
Yes.
you to do your review, and we can do that whenever you're ready. So you just say
Okay.
the word. Chat is very, very slow, so we're just gonna go on. How you doing, Echo? Chat is so slow that we just had a spam bot that I had to get myself because apparently people are watching but not watching. It's a thing a lot of us do in the community. We like sign into everybody's live streams, but then we just kind of take off. I do want to make a channel announcement. I forgot to do this at the beginning of the stream. Currently, my live stream status has been that I make everyone that comes in a moderator. That will change after this week. Today will be the last day that everyone who comes to the channel and in chat will be a moderator. I'm going to clean sweep and going to unmod almost everyone because I'm getting so close to monetization that I need to be very careful about moderators that could have been given moderator status, but it's uncommon to have everybody be a moderator. I'm pretty sure everyone will agree that it's not common to just moderate everybody. So I will be having a select few people as moderators, and then in the future, I'll reevaluate moderator
Mhm.
status. But I'm going to treat it more seriously than I do now. The intent for everybody being a moderator was so that people could connect with each other and subscribe to each other, but I don't see that happening much anyway. So the same amount of activity can happen with just 2 moderators as opposed to 9 of them, if that makes sense. I did forget to talk about that. Pam, have you seen the movie May?
It sounds familiar. Did she work in an office?
She worked at a veterinary store,
Okay.
or not store, like a veterinary hospital.
Yeah.
So does it sound familiar? I
Mhm.
can't remember the actress's name, but she's a little odd. She becomes obsessed with this one guy. She has a doll. If you have not seen this, can I request this be your next
Yes.
movie? Because
Mhm.
I just rewatched it yesterday because it's on Pluto.
Yeah.
But I think you would really get a kick out of that movie. Who
May.
in chat, who's seen May? Hobbs, you had to have seen May. Echo, maybe. But it's really good. It's really, really good. Odd parts. Yeah, I hate how slow. Okay, here we go. Hobbs is saying May was okay! Exclamation point. It had some odd parts like when she was dancing. And Echo's not sure. Yeah, but it's so. I was so attracted to her. And it's got. I know that sounds weird. But like, I don't know. Nanette has not. I am really surprised, Nanette, you have not seen May. All right, Pam, this is definitely homework.
Okay.
Because I think you're going to enjoy May. I think it's really out there. She goes from 0 to 60 quickly. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it is kind of like, I really like movies that take a character from the beginning of the movie. You see them at one point in their mental state, and then by the
Yeah.
end of the movie, they're just somewhere else.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
this movie is a good example of a character that does that. But you kind of root for her too, though. I don't know. I do. I always kind of root for the villain, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
But
I
it's
know.
also got the girl who was in the Scary Movies, which was the Scream parodies.
Mhm.
She's in it, and I can't remember her name, but she's
Okay.
in it. But she is like a straight, very overly sexual character in this movie. Yeah, it does have good music too. Hobbs is saying that there's good music in the movie. So, are you setting yourself up for the review, or did you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you tell me when. I'm gonna play your cool, your if I can find it. There it is. Your little 12-second intro.
All
You
right.
tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Yay! Okay, everybody. Pam is about to do a review for Hill Walkers.
All right. So Hill Walkers. It's a 2022 film written and directed by Tom Cosgrove. And it was filmed in the Dublin, um, Ireland mountains. Beautiful scenery. And I don't know, something about horror movies filmed in Ireland. I don't know. I love them. And I knew right away I was going to like this. I watched the trailer and I just knew I was going to enjoy the movie. Cast is great. Um, our main character, Miriam, um, just beat cancer, just survived cancer. And her husband and two other young ladies, close friends of hers. Is it Susan and, oh gosh, Lisa? Her husband is Ben, and they are going to hike to raise money for cancer. And they are very unfamiliar with the territory, but they are going because they are going to raise money for cancer and to celebrate, her regaining her strength, her life, her career, everything that she had going on, and she now wants to be a mom. Unfortunately, her husband Ben is not able to do so, so they have been talking and discussing other options. So while they're beginning this journey in the mountains, they are not paired off with husband and wife. So her friend is talking and with Ben, and he has disclosed, the option that they were discussing as far as using a sperm donor and how he felt about it and different things like that. Um, so as they are proceeding, they are warned, to be careful because it had rained a lot and it caused everything to be swampy. Um, so they're all walking, and as they're walking, they turn around and Ben is no longer there. Um, so they're looking for Ben and they're calling his name, and then someone, eventually looks over, and poor Ben, he fell over into what they were calling the bog, um, almost like where the ground gets so wet that it can pull you in like quicksand. So he was taking a selfie. He slipped over, and a big chunk of a tree branch was in his leg. So they managed to get him up, and they needed to get help. But they were basically, by this time, really in the middle of nowhere. And the young lady who was more familiar said that she volunteered herself, to go back to get help, go back towards the car where they came from, as she was the most experienced with the area. Everyone else, was gonna wait. They got up to an area where it said no trespassing, um, and were advised, pretty much in that area when they see that sign, it was for a reason. So they said they were going to sit, they were going to wait. But as time went by, Ben started not feeling so well. They needed to get him some help. Um, and a truck comes by with three gentlemen, or two actually in there. And so the guy in the group, I can't think of his name, but he went back, uh, Stevie, he went back or went over to the truck to speak to the gentleman in the car to explain their situation and why they were on their property. And so they welcomed them in very, suspiciously welcomed them in to give them a ride, looked them over and seen that, Ben was really hurt. And so they get in, and someone else just comes out of the woods out of nowhere, you know, weirdly, oddly, and they all get into this truck. And like I say, the scenery is beautiful um, in this movie. Once they get to their home, they're welcomed in, they're questioned, and the one young lady has a camera. She had been filming. Um, and to back up a little bit, while they were out there, Miriam was using binoculars and she saw someone, but really wasn't sure, of what she saw. Um, so she didn't mention it. She really just went on about it. And now here this guy comes, you know, and she doesn't know if that's who she saw, or if she saw anything at all. But they also came across some deer that had been killed, but not in a fashion, that someone was just hunting. It looked rather sacrificial. So it really bothered her. She took pictures of it. She wanted to report this. Um, And the entire time that they were out in the mountains, they were being watched and had no idea. So now they're in the home and they're offered tea or coffee or something warm to drink. And as they're drinking this, they're having conversation. And like you say, a character can go from zero, to 100, in moments. And as they were just as nice as they were being to them, expressing their concern, and actually acting as if they were going to get help or had called for help, for Ben, they had actually given them a little extra in their tea or whatever they were drinking. And to Ben and his wife, or to the other gentleman and Miriam, Ben's wife. Um, and now they have passed out. And the young lady who had the camera didn't drink anything. And this poor lady is just she's just frightened for her life because she's now thinking, like what is going to happen to me? She's watched her friends be poisoned. She knows that her other friend is going to get help, but at this moment she really doesn't know. She's feeling hopeless. She doesn't know what to do. So now everyone has been tied up. Um, and this young lady now that is looking for help is now being tracked. Um, but what these gentlemen weren't counting on is the fight that Miriam fought for her life when she was battling cancer. She was prepared to fight as well. And she also had a career where she was some sort of negotiator of contracts or something. So she was ready to take all of that and try to negotiate with these gentlemen, the best she could. And to take you further into it, and I don't want to give a spoiler, but I do want you to watch it. So they get to a point where the two women are left alone with the one gentleman, the youngest one, the smallest one, the one that looks the least experienced with what they're doing in this mountain. He's usually the guy that they tell everything to do. And he's under the influence of some sorts of under something. So that also, weakens his senses and his awareness of what these ladies are planning or plotting to do to escape. And they eventually subdue him. And they're walking him with a leash into these mountains because they want him to lead them to where they need to be. Um, Unbeknownst to them, their friend that was going to get help has also managed to walk into, the traps of these gentlemen. But they weren't prepared for her either. This young lady had her backpack packed um, because they were getting ready to be hiking. So she had several things in this backpack, which you don't find out until that moment in the scene where she's shot and he comes over to her. And this is all at the same time that her other two friends are walking this guy. So they're both in this bog, walking in different directions, um, with their captors trying to escape, but they don't know if each other is safe. They don't know this is going on. When he walks over to her to see if she's dead, he wanted he was getting ready to capture her, and drag her to wherever it was, back to the house. And when he first touched her book bag, there was a bullet hole in it. So I'm sitting there like, oh my God, she didn't make it. What's going to go on? Oh my gosh. So now he turns her over, and the look on his face, they pan to him and then pan to her, and she was not dead. She had a actual cast iron frying pan and a lot of other things that were of metal in her backpack. So that all kept her from being shot. She wasn't hurt at all. She had her own bulletproof backpack she created, and she got loose. She got away. and she eventually ran into her friends, and they eventually um, were able to get away from these gentlemen. Just the two ladies. The other lady, as she was walking, they were being, watched, like I said, and she was taken out, I guess, for a nicer word. Not spoiling too much, but those two ladies together um, were prepared for the fight because they had come through that fight for her life when she was fighting for cancer, um, and they were discussing this in the very beginning. So you'll see how it all her strength, how everything just came from that moment in her life where she almost lost her life to an illness, and here it was happening to her again in a different situation, where she physically had to fight for her life. But the cast, Miriam is I cannot pronounce her name for the life of me, Jim, but she is an awesome actress. I've seen her in other things before, as well as Ben. He is Shane Connolly, and he's an awesome guy. He looks very familiar from a lot of things, as well as Mark Agar, who plays Stevie. He's a really good actor. Um, and the gentleman that plays Ray, Ian O'Sullivan, is also another good actor. It's something that you don't want to miss. I'd say Hill Walkers. I would give it 5 out of the 5 stars. I definitely will. It's something that you don't want to miss. Um, you want to get somewhere, you want to get quiet, get your popcorn, and put Hill Walkers on. And I promise you, it's a good watch. And for Hobbs, there are definitely a couple good scenes that you will enjoy as well. I definitely think so. It's a thumbs up for me.
5 stars. That's crazy. That's good.
It was, Jim. It was awesome. It's pretty good. It was pretty good. Like you say, I was rooting. I was rooting for kind of like both because they were warned not to go there. There were the signs. The red flags were there all over the place. And Miriam says, I'm experienced with negotiations. I'm sure that I could talk to them and I could just explain this and everything would be okay. And it
I
didn't go that way.
I want to welcome in Bones and Sean Blue Digital. Bones, I think his birthday is either, I can't remember if he said it was coming up or if it's today, but I do have a special birthday song for Mr. Bones. I was hoping he would pop in tonight. So I want to do this clip very quick.
2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Holly. Happy birthday to you. Okay. There you go. Okay. Fight it.
Happy birthday, Mr. Bones. That's going to become my new favorite birthday song. I'm getting all sorts of porn spam today. So let's see. We're coming up on the top of the hour. I wanted to do real quick a room tour. I hope Mr. Bones heard that. If not, I can play that again. Although a recent update to the monetization policy has noted that profanity is going to be cracked down quite a bit harsher than it used to be. And I guess the key takeaway is to not start your stream swearing, because I guess the monitors primarily focus on the first 8 seconds of your videos and live streams. And then after that, it becomes less restrictive, but whatever. So Pam, don't go away, but you and I are going to become, I'm going to use my mobile phone here and I'm going to connect my phone to our live stream. And you and I are going to have to mute and go off camera, but don't go away because you'll be right back up. So I'm going to try to do this and avoid any feedback. So, okay, I'm going to mute your mic. I'm going to mute. And now I'm, all right. So let me know before I get started in chat if you guys can hear. Can you guys hear? And then I'll get mobile. Mr. Bones, I hope you saw your birthday shout out. Do I have sound? Can anyone tell me? I guess I forgot the delay. Yes, we can. Okay. So here's behind the scenes. This is the new desk, by the way. There's the computer set up. There's my coffee maker, printer. This is the wall that doesn't get seen very much. This is the Universal Studios. Let's see. Oh, I can't see chat at the same time, I guess. There's my couple of other things. We got the K-Cups. We got a Bogler. These are upcoming unboxings. Got the little fridge. Here's some mask. I can't see chat, so this is my stand. When I do the Dollar Tree theaters, I put the movies separate from the other ones, and I tape my notes to them so that I know that I already did a review for that. There's my autographed Adam West and Burt Ward. 19th. Okay, I knew it was like the 9th or the 19th or whatever. There's the famous robe, the Hobbs robe. Little chair. This is all the Marvel, DC stuff. That's my newest acquisition, a Play-Doh dump. There's my wall of autographed pictures. I don't know if that video has shown yet. These are the oversized masks. Krampus. Who's ready for Saw 10? Saw X. I am. I guess that's about it. So from my door, this when you walk in, this is what it looks like. So more than half the room is dedicated to YouTube Studio. Guess that's about it. All right, we're back. So that was the tour. Oh, I gotta unmute Pam. Sorry. All right, you're unmuted now. Let's see. What were the comments? I know we had some. Saw X spells suck. Oh, I think Jim might have a hidden room with immigrants making drugs and shit. That could be. I don't see a entrance. Hello, he teleported. Yeah, actually, that corner where the let me see,
He's got the people under the stairs.
where the Psycho poster is. That's actually the door underneath Jack Skellington's head. Where the Psycho. Let's see. The desk is solid. Love the color scheme. Yeah, the desk was actually on clearance for $70, and it was bigger than my other one. It's way more solid. I'm so happy that I got it. Yep. Pam got people under the stairs. Yeah. This is fantastic. The 19th for Bones. What day? Okay, it was crazy. All right, so we're caught up. Pam knows her horror. Sean, she's one of us. Yep. Pam knows. Pam knows. So before speaking of horror, we're going to start talking about upcoming. Let me show these real quick before I forget. I went to Goodwill and Savers today in Webster. I picked up 2 VHS tapes. That's my new thing. I'm only buying VHS physical media, which is funny because I don't have a VCR right now. But I picked up the movie Seven for $1.99.
Now you know, I usually don't get spooked, but that one did.
Yeah, this was
The
pretty
first time I
suspenseful.
watched it. Yeah.
It's
It
definitely
kept me there. Yeah.
a good thrillers.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to hear Eagle's Trekker thoughts? Of course we do. And then I picked up Urban Legend. I didn't think I had this. I love this cover, but it turns out I do have it already. So this is a double.
Oh yeah.
So
We did that one too, not long ago.
yeah, the set pieces and atmosphere, definitely. It's probably Kevin Spacey's best film, maybe even Brad Pitt's. But it's probably one of my favorite Kevin Spacey movies. So I'm ready to start talking about 2023 horrors. I'm going to pull up probably IMDb first. Yeah. What's in the box? It's exactly like, it's so classic. That is so, iconic. So we have Megan is the newest release. That's already released. It's doing gangbusters, by the
yeah.
way. It's done over
I
30
bet.
million in its first opening week, and that's 3 times what the budget was. So you know that that's gonna get a
Mhm.
sequel in no time.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
It's so good. I really hope they're gonna release the director's cut or R-rated cut when it comes out on Blu-ray, because I will buy that to see a bloodier, gorier version of Megan. All the reviews are comparing it so much to
Hmm.
that Chucky
Chucky.
Child's Play
Mhm.
reboot.
Mhm. Okay.
Um, so let's see.
Hmm.
Snowfalls says it's completed. It doesn't have a release. This one, there's something wrong with the children. It's a horror mystery. Haven't heard anything about that.
Hmm.
Alone at Night says quarantine leads to a night of terror. It's got Pam Anderson in it and Paris Hilton, so I'm guessing maybe that's going to be more of a comedy.
Mhm. They're just missing Carmen Electra.
You're right. Yeah, Carmen Electra would just
That's it. Set it off, right?
a movie called Infinity
She was in a
Pool
parody.
looks interesting. Horror, mystery, sci-fi. James and M. Foster are enjoying an all-inclusive beach vacation in the fictional island of La Tolcla when a fatal accident exposes the resort's perverse subculture of hedonistic tourism, reckless violence, and surreal horrors. Anytime I see the word perverse or hedonistic, I like that. Mr. Bones, I don't get everyone saying it's like Chucky and versus Chucky. He's a doll, she's an AI. Right, exactly. I don't see a lot of similarities, but I also didn't like that reboot. I may have to rewatch it to see. I like the cover of this movie, Fear. It's also a getaway movie. A much needed
Yeah.
getaway and a celebration weekend turns into a nightmare due to contagious airborne threat. I think there's a lot of films that are going to be coming out this year that are going to have been the result of COVID.
Yeah.
Let's see, a movie called Unwelcome. Married couple
I did.
Maya and Jamie escape their urban nightmare to the tranquility of rural Ireland, only to
Oh yeah.
discover malevolent and murderous goblins lurking in the gnarled ancient wood.
My
I
kind
bet
of movie.
you will want to watch that one.
My kind of movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like them to have a tour, where they make the movies like the one where they did for Friday the 13th.
There you go.
That would, yeah,
There you go.
that would be a good one. Hmm.
So this is the next couple of movies are ones that I've been seeing some buzz about. This is an M. Night Shyamalan movie, Knock at the Cabin. Another vacation movie. While vacationing, a girl and her parents are taken hostage by armed strangers who demand that the family make a choice to avert the apocalypse. It's M. Night Shyamalan. This has Dave Bautista in it, and this is probably going to be the only like cringy part for me is watching Dave Bautista. I do like him as a comedic actor in Guardians of the Galaxies, but I don't like him as a serious actor. Maybe this will change my mind. But it's M. Night Shyamalan, so I'm guessing that the apocalypse that they're trying to avert will actually happen because he seems to like to throw little twists. Pam, Hobbs Horror wants to know if you've seen any Argento films.
And not the cheddar.
And not the cheddar. Well, that's because I was making fun. He was asking that earlier on.
I'm not sure because I'm bad with names. But
I'll offer out to Hobbs to
yeah,
come on panel after we do this brief
yeah.
chat,
Oh, Dan. Dan
and then
Wilson.
he can name off, because I know I've watched
That's
probably all the
amazing.
Argento films, but I can't
Hmm.
name. I'm bad with recalling names,
Yeah.
and I know there's one called Blood and something, but it's all like
Hmm.
Italian horror with like dubbed English sometimes, or
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you've seen them, you just may not know.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
You
a
even the kids like the subtitle movies here.
Yeah, Dario Argento's Cheddar Phenomena.
Phenomenal.
Um,
Maybe.
Another movie that I'm looking forward to, I may be one of the few, but Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I think it's a great idea. Hopefully it's going to do gangbusters. Scream 6, we don't even need to talk about that. There's plenty of channels doing that. The Pope's Exorcist, which is a portrayal of a real-life figure, Father Gabriel Amorth, a priest who acted as chief exorcist of the Vatican and who performed more than 100,000 exorcisms. That's crazy. Renfield, I'm actually looking forward to. I do expect it to be a little cringy and very comedic, but I think Nicolas Cage is on a roll right now with movies, and I actually like the character of Renfield from the original series of movies. Here's the one that Mr. Bones is talking about. A lot of people are talking about this. We got to wait till April to see this one, and that is Evil Dead Rise, a twisted tale of two estranged sisters whose reunion is cut short by the rise of flesh-possessing demons, thrusting them into a primal battle for survival as they face the most nightmarish version of family imaginable. I'm gonna be like unpopular here, and I hate to sound like Cheetah or something, but I'm not a fan of the Evil Dead movies. I love Sam Raimi. I love Bruce Campbell, but I don't know what it is. Like the first Evil Dead is probably my favorite of them. If I had to pick one, I did like the remake, but I'm not like 100% like diehard fan for Evil Dead. I get why people are though. Insidious 5 is one that I'm looking forward to. I do like all of the Insidious movies, and the Warrens. I do like, because that's my thing. And then we got The Nun 2, which is in pre-production. The Exorcist, which is David Gordon Green's follow-up to the Halloween trilogy. And people are passing out in chat because I mentioned that I don't... what? This one is like the remake. Yeah, that's probably a good point, Bones. So maybe I will actually like it more than I think I will. I'm looking forward to Saw 10. I'm a big Saw franchise guy, with a few exceptions like Spiral. I think that could have been better, but I didn't hate it. Five Nights at Freddy is a movie that Bailey, this is probably the horror movie for Bailey that she's been waiting for years. Matthew Lillard is going to be in it. We're very excited. Boogeyman, I don't know. Salem's Lot, that's been getting a little bit of buzz. Remake of Salem's Lot. I'm a big fan of the Salem Lot's original movie. Yeah. I finally watched for the first time Return to Salem's Lot. I think I knew there was a sequel to Salem's Lot, but I never really paid much attention to it. I see what you did there, Mr. Bones. I didn't get it the first time, but now I do. Okay, so let's see. That was IMDb. Let's look at what Fangoria has. We got Megan again. Oh, this is a good one that I'm looking forward to. This is going to be a Netflix movie called The Pale Blue Eye. And except for Christian Bale being in it, it sounds really good. But it's Christian Bale, Edgar Allan Poe, murder, West Point. In the 1830s, a world-weary detective is hired to discreetly investigate the gruesome murder of a cadet. Stymied by the cadet's code of silence, he enlists one of their own to help unravel the case. A young man the world would come to know as Edgar Allan Poe. Wait, did I get that? Yeah, that's The Pale Blue Eye. The Offering is going to be a Exorcist-ish type movie with the Jewish faith twist. Skinamarink sounds good, and this is going to be in theater and on Shudder. Pam, do you have Shudder?
No.
Oh, we got to figure that out. I might have to
Yeah.
give you my passcode or something, because there's always good new releases on Shudder that you would enjoy.
I have the app, but I don't have a subscription yet.
All right, we'll figure that out. I'll see how I can share the my my sign on. I don't know it off the top of my head because I just had to change all my passwords. Okay, so Skinamarink, which is going to be in theaters and on Shudder. It's about these two kids. It's a found footage horror, focuses on two children as they wake up in the middle of the night to find their father missing. All the windows and doors in their home have vanished. To cope with the strange situations, the two bring pillows and blankets to the living room to settle into a quiet slumber party situation. Something goes on, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not a big fan of found footage films anymore, but I think this is going to be more like security cam. So it's going to be steady. So I probably won't mind this as much.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm
let's
the
see.
same way too, Jim. I don't like found footage. I try, but I don't know. I can't get into it. It doesn't keep my attention.
Yeah. But I think because this one's inside the house, it'll be security camera. So I think it'll work. So There's Something Wrong with the Children is going to be digital. If you happen to have kids at home, you might want to send them to a sleepover the night you watch this one, when Margaret and Ben take a weekend trip with longtime friends Ellie, Thomas, and their two young children. Ben begins to suspect something supernatural is occurring when the kids behave strangely after disappearing into the woods overnight. That sounds like something you would like. Probably Gianni would like that one.
Yeah.
I'm not into the animated horror or anime.
He is. He likes that.
This one is I think I can't remember. Oh, Sorry About the Demon is a horror comedy. That's going to be on Shudder too. Let's see. It's a horror comedy about a breakup and a very sad guy who moves into a haunted house. Scare Package producer Aaron B. Koontz teamed up with the Hagans to bring this latest project to life. Infinity Pool, Cronenberg, Mia Goth, Alexander Skarsgård, and Cleopatra Coleman. That has a huge, awesome cast. Let's see, the seductive Gabby, who promises to show him the hidden side of the island resort. So another kind of vacation-y type movie. Okay, Knock at the Cabin. We talked about that one. The Bone Woman is a Mexican horror about a young woman expecting her first child who becomes cursed by a sinister entity. Plunged into a terrifying and dangerous world, a group of witches emerge as her only hope for safety and salvation. Not without grave risk. That one looks interesting. There's another Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Oh, this one is getting a lot of attention. This is Cocaine Bear, based on loosely inspired by real life events involving a real life bear inhaling a buttload of cocaine. I don't know if they mention it, but in real life, that bear died like within a few minutes of doing that. So I think they're taking a little bit, some liberties
Oh,
with the story.
yeah.
Um,
Oh, the trailer. I saw.
Scream 6, we already know about. Yellow Jackets. Oh, Jenna Ortega. Yeah, Yellow Jackets is going to be on Showtime. High school girls soccer team becomes the lucky survivors of a plane crash. Let's see. Oh, they're going to be doing some cannibalism. So how cool is that? High school girls and cannibalism. I'm pretty sure that this movie will go to the top of my list. That's in March. March is right around my birthday. But Pam, don't share the
Mm,
date. There has been a online, um,
conspiracy.
well, there's been some
Mm.
shenanigans trying to get my birthday.
Mm.
There's an Amy Adams led horror comedy called Night Bitch. I'm not a real big Amy Adams fan, so I'll probably pass on that. The Strangers, next set of trilogies starts hopefully by the end of the year. I guess that's about it.
The strangers. Sound good.
Let's see. New Mia Goth Infinity Pool. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Mia Goth has really become like a real good, talented horror actress. And she's also got, they didn't list it. Maybe I didn't look far enough, but there should be the prequel to X, but the sequel
Oh,
to Maxine. So Echo is saying it was a 175-pound black bear and it died from the drugs. So did the guy fly the plane? Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly.
oh wow.
So to be able to stop the shenanigans, we all know it's March 22nd. No, it's not, but it's close. Hey, there's Jamie Hart. Welcome in, Jamie. Thank you for stopping in. I don't know if you guys in chat have seen, but Jamie released a karaoke video today, and she sang really, really great in that. It really was a good cover. And I give people a lot of credit that can sing on a video and put it out there. Like, it's one thing to sit in front of the camera and just talk, but
Yeah.
man, it takes a whole nother level, I think, of confidence and nerves and to be able to sing. And I thought it was really good. I was glad that I was awake today when that video dropped. I want to make a quick reminder about some channel updates that are happening starting with next week. My current live stream philosophy has been to mod everyone. And now that I'm getting closer to monetization, I'm going to scale that back and I'm going to re-evaluate the moderator statuses. So I only have a few moderators as opposed to the current. That little tap light's on a timer. So let's see. Anthony Shabbat does pop cultures and openings. I'm doing very well. You have 667 subs on your YouTube channel, and you're watching Beavis and Butthead right now. I don't know if he's calling you and I Beavis and Butthead, or if he means he's also watching Beavis and Butthead. 667. I think that's fantastic. I hope that you screenshotted your 666.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Our channel, when we hit 666, we celebrated, and we got the YouTube plaques for the 666 subscribers.
Oh wow.
I am 10
yeah.
away from 2.1.
Yeah.
So this channel is growing so fast, and I really owe a lot of that credit to the
That's
shorts.
awesome.
So I'm not getting like super
That's
views
awesome.
on the videos and movie reviews because
Yeah.
the shorts viewer is a different viewer than the video viewers, if that makes sense. So the average YouTube viewer of this type of video and live stream, we get a little less views than my shorts. So I'm going to definitely be hitting the shorts like crazy. I would
Yeah.
like to welcome in Interweb Kaiju. Interweb Kaiju, his name is Casey Pam. I don't know if he's been in a stream when you've been here.
hmm
He has a fantastic channel and he does these reviews of kaiju movies, like Godzilla and those types of things. And I've been thinking of him today because I've had Godzilla playing. I watched Mothra versus Godzilla today and Son of Godzilla today. And I was thinking that probably the best kaiju movie ever that I've ever watched is Tremors. So I would like Casey to validate that Tremors is a kaiju movie. I think this is an interesting discussion and maybe one that he would like to further deliberate and pontificate and elaborate and master whatever about in the future. So if Casey would like to jump in and let me know if he feels Tremors. Wait, let's see. Tremors is solid. Big Worm can be kaiju. Exactly. Okay, so I would consider Tremors a kaiju movie. I think that elevates its status, and the best of all of them have Kevin Bacon, and you can't go wrong with Bacon.
Right.
You cannot go wrong with Bacon. So I did my room tour a little while ago. If people missed it, or they're watching the replay, or they jumped ahead, I can cut that into its own video if people are interested. But the one thing that sadly nobody made comments about, and maybe they did and they just didn't say it, I specifically set up like my bed to kind of look a little sus, like with the hammer. There's hair sticking out at the top there, but nobody seemed to pick up on that. Yes. Oh, I cut my head off. What's happening? That's the thing. You shouldn't play with your camera once you get it set. All right. So yeah, that's just. I didn't want to make the bed, so I just balled up the sheets and just threw the thing over the top of it. So
Yes,
2023 horror movies. Pam, is there anyone in particular that you are kind of looking forward to, or?
the Scream. Definitely the Scream. I was supposed to see Megan Sunday, didn't get a chance. We were gonna go, but that was one we've been waiting. And you did a trailer a week or two ago of some movies. The Grinch. Is that? Did they have an official release date, like 2023 or?
Oh, that's out. That's been out.
Oh,
Yeah, you can
okay.
find that if you search online. I think it was a real limited time.
Okay.
Yeah, it was okay. It was okay.
But definitely the Scream. For some reason, I don't think Halloween Ends is it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I was having like wishful thinking. I
definitely.
really don't. Because Jim, I do not believe that was Michael Myers. I don't believe that was him. I believe that we're going to find out that was not him, that was someone else wearing that mask. and that was not him in that compactor, in that thing. It just wasn't. It wasn't. He didn't move like Michael. His responses, it just nothing. It to me, it was not, and I was disappointed.
I am so
So they need
thrilled.
to.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Anthropomatic,
Mhm.
I always say that wrong. Fiend stopped by to wish us all well and that he needs to go to bed. Thank you for stopping in, Doctor Who. Popping in. I haven't seen Doctor Who in so long. But this is a particular thrill for me. This is one of my YouTube crushes. I don't know if I should say that. So if you could be given the writing duties of the next Halloween franchise movie, would you reboot? Would you pick up where they left off? What would you do? And we're going to bring Hobbs in while you talk.
Oh gosh. I would definitely, because we've seen so many different twists and turn, like with the curse of the curse of Michael Myers, the different things. Like I would bring, I I, I would rather have. Is it Quentin Tarantino? Am I saying it right? Not Quentin Tarantino.
Rob Zombie.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Yeah.
I want him. I would, if I were giving the opportunity, I would want to do something with him. I would want to collaborate. I would want to do something with him. Again, one of my favorites outside of the very first one was the one that he did. Was that 2009?
Yeah.
That was one of my favorites because I like how he took it, to the beginning, showing us things that we didn't see in the very first one, like putting us in the mindset of what made Michael, you know, what, showed the different, things that we were not at all. We were just shown, the act, and afterwards, we didn't get enough details in the first one. He provided us with some good ones, and I think if anyone could do it with me, I would want it to be Rob, or yeah, I would definitely want it to be Rob Zombie. But I would even bring that cult portion that they had. I don't know. I would just bring that back because it would just make it more suspenseful.
Yeah.
That they maybe were hiding Michael out and something else was going on, and maybe this person was the sacrifice. I don't know. I don't know. I would just do something. I don't know.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot of people that say pick up from the Jamie Lloyd stories from 4 and 5. You could go from there. Hey, Katie, good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Hobbs, welcome to the Monday till midnight live stream.
Hello.
What's happening in your neck of the woods?
I am pumping out the vids like crazy. I'm watching vids like crazy. I am well into the YouTube obsession, the monetization obsession,
Yeah.
the horror movie obsession, all of it.
So,
And
yeah, go ahead.
that's me. Work and YouTube. That's kind of what I do,
That's all I do too. So did you hear me earlier? I was saying that I've been watching your playlists so much, and then I also been watching my own. That YouTube, Google is putting I have to click. I have to click a box to prove I'm not a robot because of all of the suspicious activity. I don't know why they're calling it suspicious, but I think that's interesting that I have to click the bot thing. So I think I have to clear my watch history and just chill for the rest of the day. I have your playlist playing on my work phone. I told you that earlier privately. So that you're going to get, like, by the end of this 3 days, a 52-hour chunk just right there. What are you at? What's your numbers?
And thank you for that. I am at. Let me get an update.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull mine.
I checked 2 days ago, and I was at 3,150.
3150.
Yeah.
3150. Okay. But that was 2 days ago, so you're probably up by then. So I got like a gift when I did that Megan video, and that gave me 100 hours, like just from that one video. So and the shorts, every once in a while, 1 out of 10, like these scratch off shorts are hitting big numbers. But I'm doing a little calendar chart where I'm charting the hours. So this morning I'm at 3512. So I broke into the final 500.
Damn, that is great.
Yeah,
You beat me by 300 watch hours. 300 watch hours.
I'm telling you that Megan video, and some of those shorts just killed it for me. I just was like, wow.
I told you the scratch offs would kill it.
Yeah, the scratch offs are really doing something else. Let me see if I can get the specifics for Megan. It's funny, the shorts, you just got to do them, and like some of them hit and then some of them don't. And so some I'll get like 20 views, and then other ones I'll get 2,000 views, and I don't understand it. So yeah, so from my Megan video, I've gotten, I don't know if you can see, 16 new subscribers just from that one video, and 134 watch hours. Is that all? That's out of focus, so it doesn't matter. But
Good. That's awesome.
but 2.738 views. So I'm pretty happy with that.
Awesome. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see.
I think your
get a few.
I think the reviews supplement a lot of what you're doing. Also, your reviews, they help supplement the additional watch hours and stuff too.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, there's two separate monetizations though, right, Casey? Like I know what you're saying, and that starts soon. The 10 million views. I'm never going to get a short that gets 10 million views, but I think you're still going to need to get the 4,000 watch hours. There's two different monetizations. I think that's coming. You can be monetized for just shorts and also for videos. I have to look that up again because when I looked it up the last time, I wasn't doing shorts, so I didn't really care. But now I do. It's funny how we do that. So yeah, like we could be in the next month or two talking about if we're going to do channel memberships. Horror Man, hello, welcome. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. He is here.
That is awesome.
And yeah, so what are your thoughts, Mr. Hobbs? Are you going to be doing some channel? Are you going to revisit the way you do some of your channel stuff when you get to that monetization point? Or
100%. Yeah, I'm going to redo it all because a lot of people have been wanting me to do the Buy Me a Coffee or do the Patreons, and I just have not. I don't know why. I just haven't. I don't know if it's the fact of being lazy or I just haven't. But I definitely plan on doing all of that once I get the monetization.
Yeah. So I play with my my YouTube home page a lot. Like I shuffle playlists up and down, and I switch them out based on if I'm doing a new series. So I do, you can do 12 playlists on your homepage, and you should have, you should use all 12. And for the 12th one, I use other playlists. And you can put all those other playlists that you've created into that one playlist on your homepage. So if you do Dollar Tree Theater, you can have that as a playlist, and live streams, past live streams.
Oh yeah, the YouTube Studio. Yeah.
I'm talking about on your homepage. So like if
Oh
you
yeah, you
go,
can do all of that. Yeah.
because if you're not doing that, when somebody new visits your channel and they don't see videos on that first thing, they may not think you're a
Mhm.
content creator, and they don't take the time to click the next tab over, which is videos, or the next two tabs over, which is playlists. And I know that sounds incredibly dumb, but it's very, very true. Like even myself, I'll click on a name of somebody in a chat like that I might want to do a sub for sub with, and then I'll go to their channel and I won't see videos showing on that homepage. And then I have to double think like, oh, well, maybe they're not a creator. That's why they've only got 12 subscribers, is because they're not a content creator. Hey, Night Watch Zone, thank you for coming in.
I do want to touch base on something that you and I talked about yesterday. Has been brought up the last 3 days in the community, actually, if you got a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I was crunching some numbers and I was thinking, absolutely do super chats, absolutely do memberships, absolutely do coffees, because I was looking at my particular statistics. I've done 1,300 videos. If you average the time that it takes to make the video, let's just say 10 minutes, right?
Right.
So that's almost 1,300 minutes, right? Divide that into hours, into days. That's like 30 days worth of my time making content. So it absolutely makes sense. And after listening to Kevin
Yes.
in the Cheetah, all of that stuff brought me to light, actually. And it makes complete sense why people do super chats, why people do memberships. It helps support the channel because you are using a lot of your time, you know? That's
And
why I
even-
try to do coffees for people that don't even have like Patreons.
And you know, I've since you and I have ever talked very seriously about the YouTube studio, the YouTube production side of things, not like the doing movie reviews side of things. You've heard me say this for a good long time. This is my store. This is my business. I want to present it well. If people like it and they feel so inclined and they want to give me a tip because they liked something, it's just like if I were a hairdresser or if I were a waitress or something that you would, without thinking, give somebody a tip because you enjoyed something that they did for you or to you. And I think that, you know, that's the point. Nobody has to do it. Like, we are still all offering our videos for free. And if we do a channel membership, which I'm really starting to lean toward, I wasn't before, as you know, but then I came up with a theme for, I mean, we can talk about it if you want. I can spoil. I know I'm still.
Just, I think differently about things after that chat. And I don't think it was a negative chat by any means. I learned a lot from Kevin.
Yeah.
And my views are a little different than what I was thinking about why it's important to have those things, you know?
There are viewers that want to support. There are people that is something that they genuinely enjoy doing. It's people that give to charity or, you know, it's just something that warms their heart to do that for someone else. And I mean, I just showed you my room tour. Like, I'm living paycheck to paycheck, but I'm by no means like living in poverty or in anything. Yeah, we all do. Like, we spend a lot of time filming and editing, and it's nice to get something out of that. But you know, there are things memberships can offer that we don't have the ability to do in a regular post for free type setting. Like, so like when you're creating perks for memberships, even if it's only a watch party, you're now doing above and beyond what you were already doing for your channel to get you to be able to be monetized, if that makes sense. So I'm leaning toward the memberships. I think I'm gonna play off of the old Tales from the Dark Side TV show, and I'm gonna call it like Join the Dark Side, and that's kind of double because you've got the dark side from Star Wars, and then you've got the dark side from the Tales from the Dark Side. Plus, my channel's name is Now It's Dark, so I think it all kind of like
Mhm.
it's gonna work out. So
Now, see, I gotta say this, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna stop my rant.
okay,
I never thought that it was really something that was important to have the super chats. I mean, I think they're cool, but yes, I do think completely different now. But if you say these things, you cannot keep sending me messages telling me that you're quitting YouTube.
I'm leaving YouTube. I'm not leaving YouTube. I say I may leave your midnight groups.
That is not what you said. When you say I'm quitting YT, you message me.
Yeah, that's true. No, I'm on a high right now. I'm riding high.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
And Pam, it's always good to see you. By the way, I really enjoy seeing you and your work and everything you're doing with your review.
That's a good point
This is
too.
awesome.
So
This is
let's
awesome.
officially, Pam. For those of you that don't know, in chat, Pam, right here, this beautiful old lady, is my actual sister. Like, I know it's fun to like, that's my sister from another mister and all that kind of stuff, but
Mhm.
she is actually biologically my sister. We have the same mother.
Mhm.
Through some crazy life events,
Yes.
Pam was
Yeah.
able to, a few years ago, go through 23andMe, right?
Yes.
The DNA thing,
Mhm.
and was able to get all of her information about Bio Mom, and was able to track me down. And we ended up
Yeah.
living like still in the same city, just a few blocks away
Yeah.
from each other. We
Yeah.
reached out, connected a couple of years ago. I've been kind of up and down in my mental health, so I kind of either really blow her off, or I've now I'm on the other side of it, like where now I'm like, but Pam's always been very respectful of my health and ability to process a lot of attention. Hobbs, you can attest to that too. Like I in real life am really kind of secluded and a loner, and I have a lot of walls built up. I've gone through a lot of stuff, so I don't
Mhm.
welcome very many people in. But
Yeah.
that's all on the swing. It's all on the change. So Pam has guest spotted a few times on the channel. She's been doing reviews. I am officially announcing today that after tonight's review is cut into a Pam review video, she will have a permanent playlist on the channel for her dedicated reviews. So you'll be able to go
Nice.
to the homepage and find Pam's reviews as their own playlist.
Wow.
And she is not going to be considered guest status, but co-host or whatever you want to call it. It's she's gonna be like official. It's not gonna be just a random thing. It's when you're available, Pam, of course, because life stuff happens.
Awesome.
You don't have to like not do things because,
Yes.
and God knows I've canceled these shows more often than anyone else. So yeah, Pam is official.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
We've been waiting for that one. Good deal.
Awesome. This is
Yeah, okay, there
awesome.
she is. All right.
Good way to ring in the new year.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Yes, it definitely is.
yeah. And we're gonna get together on my vacation. I have 10-day vacation coming up. We're gonna get together for lunch. We'll just chat or whatever. And we'll your homework for next week though is the movie May.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Have you seen Good Dog?
what is it called?
Good Dog.
Good Dog? No, sounds horrible.
Huh.
If you like May,
Yeah.
it's kind of on the same thing where she doesn't work at a veterinarian's office, but she went to an animal shelter and got a stray dog
Okay.
who becomes very protective. But he's a tiny guy, little tiny.
That's funny.
Yeah, she's your 0 to 100 kind of character.
So Casey is saying that he loves May. That's
It's her eyes.
it
I don't know
is.
if I'm attracted to her like Jim is, but it's definitely fun. I mean, are you attracted to her, Jim? Like, is it something
Oh,
like?
I'm legit attracted to her. Yeah, I think the whole cast is attractive. To be honest,
Yeah.
I
like
think her eye,
there's
it's her eyes. Yeah, she's got
it
those
is her
eyes.
big bug
Maybe,
eye. I
maybe
think it's
she's
just her
yeah.
weirdo.
Could take her for a garbage plate sometime.
Yeah, she's weird. But you know my taste. I'm all over the place. Like I don't know. I'm a freak, man. I just thank you. Popping the popcorn, Katie. I've heard of it with the short description Pam made. If you want to check it out, yeah, definitely. So, Hobbs, is there any particular 2023 movie that's coming up that you're kind of looking forward to that maybe you've kind of like it caught your attention?
I'm with the Evil Dead crowd right now.
Mm-hmm.
With everybody, Evil Dead Rising. I mean, I don't really try to watch the newer stuff because I don't remember when it's coming out or keep up to date with it.
Right.
But you definitely have some things. The Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, definitely. It's probably up there in the top 2.
Yeah. So what's probably going to end up happening, because I'm kind of like on the fence with Evil Dead, I'm going to end up like with what happened with Megan. I'm going to like come across it as a gift in front of me, and I'm going to be able to do a review a week before everyone else.
That's the key.
It'll be my big review, and I'll have to tread lightly because there's such a fan base for that franchise, and rightfully so. Like again, it's not my. After the first one, and even the first one, it gets, and I don't know why. It's a little goofy, and I love Sam Raimi. Like the stuff that he did in the latest Spider-Man movie that was directly similar to the stuff he did in that movie, I loved. So yeah. Looking forward to Cocaine Bear and Renfield. I am probably not as much for the Cocaine Bear, but definitely Renfield. Salem's Lot I'm definitely interested in, but again, I really like the original, but that's because of that retro. The
St. Agatha 2? Oh, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh. Pam, I gave Hobbs my copy of St. Agatha. Actually, it was a duplicate. I had 2 of them, Hobbs.
Yeah.
Hobbs did a good unboxing of a real interesting box from a friend. You should drop that link if you have it. Because
if anybody has that, drop it. I did. I had some things out that I forgot to put in the video because I was actually using them, but I forgot to put them in. But not everything. Some things. No, not the male enhancement formula. The Batman, you sent me a Batman like stand, like a little mat, like a floor mat.
Oh, that floor mat is a Invisible Man.
Yeah, I put that with my decorations, my room rebuild. I forgot to put it in the video. I did put the mask in my new decoration. I'm trying to rearrange the room, kind of like what you have with the pops and stuff. So I'm just kind of going through a rebuild myself. But
yeah, do you think
I forgot to put that in there?
Should I edit the portion of this live stream, cut that part out, and do it as its own room tour? People like those, right?
Oh, hell yeah, man! You definitely got to do that. I thought you would have already done that because that'll be that'll definitely.
The new desk was really the key, and I had been procrastinating on it, but then see the benefit of this L-shaped desk is it's only 2 pieces of top, and the one I had before was 3 pieces. So the center started to lag, and when I moved into this apartment, I never took the desk apart, which was my mistake. So when the movers lifted it up, of course, they lifted at each end, and it bent it even more in. And then I started doing these scratch-off shorts, so I'm scratching off, and of course that's the side of the desk that I use. So the other day I put my cup of coffee down on the desk, and I'm looking at the level of the coffee like tilted. It's like it's going to pour out one side of it. I was like, oh my god, this desk is going to fall apart. So immediately I went online and found this one for $70. And
That's a steal, honestly.
Yeah.
$70. That's a great deal.
it's so solid. And there's, I didn't even show, but there's all sorts of shelving underneath it that I've put because it's a little bit bigger. And I was able to take the laptop off the top of the desk, so I just have my monitors now, and the laptop is underneath, and it's so much more convenient, especially when I do my gaming. So yeah, I'm real thrilled about it. I did drop the link in the chat, so Pam, you'll get a kick out of that unboxing if you haven't seen it. Everybody should take a look at it. So we're in the last 10 minutes here. If people just popped in, Pam did a review earlier of the movie Hill Walkers. That will show up this week as its own individual movie review in Pam's dedicated playlist. Pam, do you have a title that you'd prefer for your playlist? I was going to call it Pamela's Movie Reviews, but do you have anything catchy you'd like to? Pamela's Movie Reviews?
Yeah.
All right.
I like that.
I think that's going to be fun.
And I guess I have been watching kaiju movies. I didn't know that's what I was watching. I have for a long, and Gianni is also a good fan of it because I'm looking at a list, and we've seen quite a bit. And this is his thing.
Is
I
Follow That
martial
Bird a
arts.
kaiju movie? I'm just kidding.
Mhm.
Yeah, kaiju movies are great, Pam. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've always, when I was growing up, we had a movie theater where every Saturday and Sunday we could pay $3, and this is what they would show. We were either watching Godzilla versus King Kong or some sort of martial arts movie, and we would be there for hours with just $3, and we'd see like at least 2 back-to-back movies, and we'd get dropped off. And it was like down the street from Louis' Sweet Shop, and the Coronet Theater sat near the post office on Thurston Road in Southwest. And you could go, and this is what we were seeing. And I love Godzilla versus King Kong, like any of that stuff. I love it. The old ones still. And yeah, I'm looking through the list. The Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. Yeah.
It's crazy they don't do stuff like that anymore, you know? Yeah, you would think that the kids these days would have a blast doing that, but they'd rather be home.
Yeah.
They'd rather be home on
'cause-
TikTok or whatever it's called, and yeah.
Right. I mean, it would be like massive. There weren't any adults. There were never any adults. Saturday and Sunday was dedicated to like tweens and teens, and we were there with our $3, and they had like a little concession stand, and the seats were hard, those wooden folding things that you. But we would just have a good time, and then go up the street to Louis' Sweet Shop, get an ice cream, and we would go home.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it is. I've
Mhm.
gone to all night horror-thons in October. They don't do many of those around here anymore, and it's a shame, but
Nope.
you know.
Nope. I know. We should bring it back. Yeah.
I agree.
I always thought it would be awesome to own like a little 2-screen theater. That would just be great.
Mhm. Mhm.
Have you thought about getting a projection for your room, like maybe to have like a projector theater as well?
So it's interesting that you say that. I actually, when I lived in Albany, New York, when I was still married, and we bought our first house, it had a basement that was large enough that I did the perimeter of all my action figure and toy collection. But there was a theater that was remodeling, and they posted on Craigslist that you could come and take theater seating for free. All you had to do was have a vehicle. And I happened to be a district manager at that moment for Spencer Gifts. So I had a company vehicle, which happened to be a Caravan, a Dodge Caravan. So I took out the back seat of the Caravan and I hurried to this theater that was remodeling, and I got 3 rows of 3 of the red velvet
Oh wow.
with the wood armrest chairs, and
Yeah.
took them and built a theater in my basement. I had black curtains that were on a track from the ceiling, so I could pull them all the way around. And I had a big, huge drop screen, 60-inch screen, and I did have a digital projector. And my wife, when she liked me at that time, bought one of the big, huge popcorn machines. So, like when the kids had somebody over, or I wanted to just watch a movie, like I had a theater. I had a home theater that had a wraparound black screen, and yeah. So,
That's
but
awesome.
it was incredibly awesome. And then when we moved back here to Rochester, we had so much stuff. I had to get rid of the theater seats. They were so heavy and took up so much room. And then when we moved here, we didn't have a house yet. So we had sold our house, but we didn't have a house bought yet. So we ended up living at my ex-wife's parents' farm with all of our belongings in 2 trailers of storage, 2 semis of trailer. So we had to make some decisions and get rid of stuff, and so that was it. I wouldn't have, after everything, all the other moves since then, I would never have been able to keep them. But for a short time, I had a theater. It was really, really cool.
I mean, you can get like the micro ones you could still put in your room to where you could still have that projection.
Yeah.
You could probably fit a popcorn machine somewhere in there, right?
Oh, yeah, probably could. It's one of those things, though, like the other than the recent action figures that you called me out on, it's like a thing that I don't want to revisit because it's just always going to be compared in my mind to what it was the first time, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
I know what you mean.
I get drawn to the comic book stuff, and I do the Doctor Strange because that's sorcery and wizards and the Scarlet Witch. Those are my 2 main, and the Marvel Zombies. But I can do my 6 degrees to horror bacon, so I can justify on some level why I have those.
Yeah, but just because you have them doesn't mean that you are less of a horror channel or something because you want to look at comics and stuff again. Like, plenty of people in the horror community like comics and comic figures, and
yeah, it's true. It's true. This is a horror channel and more. That's my tagline for 2023. Horror and more. Is it more horror? Is it more Boglin? Is it more shorts? It's more scratch offs.
now it's dark.
Now it's dark. Horror and more. All horror all the time.
Right.
But not
More
all
Tiny
horror.
Tim. More Tiny Tim.
Oh. I can do Tiny Tim.
So have your dream. Go on and sing your song. There's nothing.
I love that. Do you guys hate that song, or is it?
I freaking love that song. For the last 2 days, I've been trying to figure out for sure if that was Tiny Tim. I've been typing in Google with the words, so have your dreams, and it kept bringing up somebody else. I'm like, is that Tiny Tim or not?
Oh, it's definitely him. I played the
What is
video.
the song title called?
I've played the video. I might still have it. Oh,
It's
you know
so
what's
good.
funny? Is Bones still in chat? I have one clip actually. Where are my? I'm looking at my folders in my. No. Well, whatever. But yeah, that is truly Tiny Tim. Is Bones still here? Why that mean Mr. Hobbs keeps hitting you with chairs and RKOs, right? He is the key to the success of my shorts. Every third or fourth short has to have Hobbs. Right?
They do well.
So this is a video that I put together thinking that it would work as a short, but I can't get the right aspect ratio. I hope Mr. Bones is still here because it's you, me, and Mr. Bones. Are you ready? That cracks me up.
Is that from The Office, Jim?
I think it was, yeah. I think so.
Ever since he's been sharing my face like that, I sent that to one person that I grew up with in high school, and she's sharing all of the videos with me in them to people that I graduated with now. So everybody's like watching Jim's shorts of me being a goof. And I did.
I'm a hot dog.
Sorry. We had a... Sorry. I was responding to Casey's request for a beef stick. Casey, by the way, has a voice that's just so soothing. Yeah,
He does. He definitely does. Yeah.
Definitely does.
He's
So,
almost. He's almost to 1 million views.
is that right?
Yeah.
Who is Casey?
Yeah.
I believe it. I gotta look now what I'm at because I know that came up earlier. Let's see. The last it looks like for me updated today, 225,000 views.
Like we're getting people sending me messages asking for Casey just to narrate children's books and just do videos of it. That way they could just hear a succulent voice.
Succulent. Oh man. I would like to hear his succulent voice read this book because I'm thinking of trying to figure out how to do a video from this book. This is from Any Means Necessary. I think I have an unboxing coming out if it hasn't already. But it's just like I don't know. It looks really cool. It's just the alphabet.
Casey, let's get to 411 on you doing some narration videos. What do you think?
Yeah. Let's focus on the succulent part.
He did respond.
Let's see. Those are his top vids. Nice. Very nice. Well, kids, despite the rest of you having open time frames, and I suppose one could call me a pussy because I'm about to end the live stream, but I did go 2 hours, and that is my time frame. The title of the show is Monday till Midnight.
That's right.
And so this is the dedicated time that I end because I have to stay up until 8 a.m., but I have to watch 3 movies for reviews and do laundry and eat all within that.
Uh-oh. He does have a playlist where he narrates books, so you'll have to put that on, Jim, your playlist, ASMR.
Interesting.
I have body parts to make. I'll be up with you.
All right. She's got body parts to make.
Are you making cocoa bombs?
Well, I'm not sure if I can show this, but it's Jim might like it. I'm not sure, but I have to make a bottom.
Ooh.
Wait till you see the video of what he sent me, Pam.
Oh yeah, watch that unboxing. That's funny stuff. Pam, so next Monday.
Yes.
Next Monday, you're gonna do a review for the movie May.
Yes.
this is going to be next week's topic, everybody. You're going to get a sneak peek. I want everyone who can think of this, either a real life actor, personality, or a character from any type of movie. We don't have to narrow it down to horror, but who would you want to narrate your life story? If you were having a documentary or a miniseries, a biopic, and it was going to be narrated, don't answer now, Pam.
Okay.
But this is for next week's Monday night topic. Who would
Okay.
narrate your life? And Bailey and I had a real fun conversation about this in the car. So I decided that it would be fun to do it as a theme maybe for next week. And we can just have people randomly give us people that they would want to have if they did a movie of their life, who would narrate. And yeah, everybody, thank you for the support for the channel. We're growing so fast. Everybody that leaves comments, I really appreciate, especially when I'm working on my overnight shift and people's comments pop up while I'm working. It's a very nice distraction. Very often, all of you should know that while I'm taking a pee at work, I'm looking at your comments and thinking of you as I'm about to wash my hands. And it gets me through the night, and I appreciate that. But we are going to sign off, and everyone have a great rest of your Tuesday. So
Good night.
be watching
Good
for
night.
great videos.
Yes.
Night, everybody.
Good night. Good night.